Oh, what a way to bow out Shaka in that 3-2 against Spurs, late winner from Semenyo.
It really was, and all eyes were on him for obvious reasons on that left-hand side, just operates so well. From a Spurs perspective, I thought Thomas Frank's team played well enough. Not, I can't say that they were that much worse than Bournemouth. But Semenyo, all eyes on him, and certainly delivered. Again, playing wide as that natural wide player, taking players on is always such a threat. We know about Spurs defensively. Semenyo exposed that, and then very well taken goal, knowing where the space is, finding an incredible finish.
Have you ever left a team like that, in that style, Ali?
Ali can't shoot from that far.
Yeah. Valid point, Shaq.
No need for it, though, really.
Unnecessary. Unnecessary.
I mean,
as valid as it may be.
Felt like a bit of a swipe, if I'm honest.
It seems unnecessary. You come in late, you do whatever you want, Shaq. You just take a shot at me if you will. But it's ideal if you're Semenyo. Who knows how the Bournemouth fans feel about Semenyo leaving? Of course, they're going to be disappointed that their best player is walking out the door. But when you finish your stay at a team like this and you provide the team with a win, then I think it in some ways it softens the blow, but in other ways it highlights what you're letting go and it highlights what's no longer going to be here. For him, ideal. I don't wait to give yourself a birthday present. I've done that. I scored on my birthday before.
Oh, nice.
See, Shaq, I've done that before. But to your point, Shaq, well outside my range, that goal. And well taken. I think it's a big win for Bournemouth. And you looked at it from the perspective for Spurs. And you say, well, they play well enough. Well, apparently not. Apparently not. You look at Andoni Areola and what he has been able to do with his team, it really is impressive.
What's he going to bring Antoine Semenyo, Robbo, to Man City?
Well, as you saw, plenty of pace. He plays on that left-hand side, can come on his right foot and get shots away. I think he's an intelligent footballer as well. His movement off the ball is good. He knows how to find space. He can link up with others. I think he's the all-round wide player, particularly when he comes in field on that right foot. But at Manchester City, they have Doku, they have Semenyo, they have Marmoush, who were all brought in last year to play that sort of role at some point. So he's got to be better than those three. And he probably, at the moment, is better than two of them, but maybe just on a level par with Doku. So it'd be interesting to see if he does go to Man City, where he actually fits in, or whether he can play on the other side, or whether Doku has to play on the other side. But he's certainly an outstanding player. He's been playing well for a good time now. It's not just a flash in the pan. He's an excellent player, and he'll give Man City something else to think about.
So he's definitely going, Ali.
I was just going to say that's the key, what Stewie just mentioned there. Can any of these guys play on the other side? Mm-hmm. And I don't understand why nowadays some of these wing-type players, why they are so limited to where they can play. If you're a winger type, go to the right, go to the left. It shouldn't make that much of a difference. The game itself, in terms of the concept of what you bring to a team, is not all that different. But it feels like, Doku's got to be on the left, otherwise he's useless. Or Savinho's got to be on the right, otherwise he's useless. How about just showing that you can do, instead of having to cut the ball to the inside, as Doku seems to do all the time, and Semenyo seems to do all the time, how about, dip on the shoulder and you go to the outside? What is wrong with that? I don't see why it's either a managerial decision or why players seem to limit themselves in terms of what they can do in wide areas. One of these guys is going to have to show that they can play on the opposite side. And if they do, then we get to what Shaka was talking about, where you have a dual threat from wide areas.
Yeah. What does his arrival do? What impact will it have on the title race, if any?
Well, on the title race, as we see it now, not much. I mean, it gives Arsenal more to think about, but I still think it'll take an almighty collapse from Arsenal for City to get themselves back in this. Now, we've seen City been not perfect, but very, very good in the second half of the season. That was City of 2 or 3 years ago. I'm still not sure that City are back there yet, given what you saw last year. But it certainly provides a different option, or it provides a greater threat. And to Ali's point, having two wingers, that doesn't have to be a natural side, especially when you have somebody like Erling Haaland in the middle. You don't have to whip a cross in for Erling Haaland to score for. You just have to stand it up. You could use your wrong foot, stand a cross up, and Erling Haaland would finish it off. So you now have this threat from both sides, regardless of what your preferred side may be. That makes City better, but again, the title race is about Arsenal right now. Not about City, not about what they're able to do in January. It only comes down to whether Arsenal can collapse between now and May.
Before we move on from talking about this game, we do need to know, Stewart, Robson, if you ever had a farewell that was quite so fitting for any of your clubs.
No, absolutely not. No, I certainly didn't. I left Arsenal after being injured for 4 months and had an operation. And then when I came out of the operation, West Ham came in for me, and I was off pretty quickly. And the same happened at West Ham. I went to Coventry when I was actually injured, so I didn't have the farewell that I would have liked, I suppose.
The good thing is that he's turned the page.
Did you score on your birthday? That's the only thing.
Did you score on your birthday? That's a good question from Shaka. Did you score on your birthday,
Did I
Robbo?
score on my birthday? I didn't score that many, so I probably didn't score on my birthday. I don't think.
All right. We'll let you off.
I'm not sure I even got a win on my birthday, but there we go.
Again, good things that he's let it go.
I know, we should probably move on. Make sure to go and check out our Transfer Talk website over on the website, because there's lots going on. It is January. It's that time of year to stay up to date with everything that is happening.